أولى ثانوي. فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد. أولى ثانوي.
Dear secondary stage students, year 1, welcome to our English program and welcome to our channel Madrasetna 3 under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. Today we are going to start unit 10. It's talking about the job which you want to do in the future. What job would you like to do in the future? Of course, it's a very interesting unit and we are going to enjoy it together. Let's start. What are the objectives for our lesson today? By the end of this lesson, you will be able to determine the central idea of the reading text and scan for details. You are going to find the meaning of unfamiliar words and you are going to express your opinion about your dream job. Can you tell me the kind of job which are popular in Egypt these days? What are the jobs which are popular in Egypt and a lot of people do these jobs? For example, we see people now working as fashion designers. We see a lot of girls who are fashionista and they are try to design and display their fashion on the social media. So they work as fashion designer. Or photographer. We see a lot of young men carrying a camera and going here and there to take photos of people or of natural views. So a photographer, the job of a photographer. And we have also online store owner. Some people own a store or a shop online and they can buy and sell products. And there is also cafe owner and many other jobs that people nowadays try to do because there aren't enough jobs for the youth, so they are trying to find other jobs to do in order to earn money. What do you need to get a job? Every one of us, what should we do in order to get a job? What do we need? Of course, we need skills. We need skills in order to get a job. So we need to have qualification. We need to finish our study or to finish our university or to finish our school at least in order to get a job, to be qualified. We need experience. When you try to find a job, they always ask you about your experience. How much experience do you have in this job? You need soft skills. And you need hard skills. You need the skills in general. What are the soft skills? The soft skills are the skills which describe your character. If you are well organized, if you are punctual, if you are sociable, you can talk to people, you are a playmaker, or you can play in a team, you are a team member, a good team member. What about the hard skills? The hard skills are the skills which came after you have taken courses, for example, computer courses or language courses and so on. These are hard skills. Now let's look at some of the words which appeared in this part of the unit. We have the word rewarding. What is the word rewarding? It means doing something that makes you feel good. When I say the job of a teacher is difficult, but it's rewarding, what does it mean, rewarding? It gives me pleasure. I'm happy when I teach other people, so it's rewarding. It's rewarding for me, it means it makes me feel happy. What about the word apply? Apply for. If you wanted to apply for a job, if you look at this picture, someone is filling in the application form. The application form, this is the application form because he wants to apply for a job. So to apply for a job means to make a formal request, usually in writing. You apply in writing. You ask for a job. You apply for a job means you request a job, you ask for a job. What about the word training? If you have a training, it means that you learn skills. the skills you need for this job. You try to take training in order to learn some skills which are needed for this specific job. What about the word stressful? Look at this girl before the exam. She have a lot of work. She has a lot of study, so she is stressed. She is stressed. The situation is stressful. So what's stressful? It's something which causes worry. So we can say that exams are stressful. Exams are stressful and it makes us feel stressed. What about the word skill? As we have said, hard skill and soft skill. What is skill? Skill means the ability to do something, the ability to do something well. So here, this girl is searching for the 7 sites for learning computer skills. She wanted to learn computer skills. She wants to be able to use a computer. What about the word contract? Contract can be a noun, which means legal agreement. So we can say, I signed a contract to play for this club. The player signed a contract to play for this club for 2 years. So he signed a contract, اللي هو agreement. Okay. What about the word practical? Practical means something relating to real activities. Something practical means something we can do with our own hands. It's not theoretical, ما هوش نظري, it's practical. Practical means we can do a lot of activities. What about the word qualifications? Look at the picture. This girl has taken her certificate. She graduated from the university, so she has a qualification. So what's the qualifications? The qualifications means skills or knowledge that make you eligible or that makes you suitable for a job. So when you have taken your a qualification, it means you have taken a certificate from your university or a university degree, or you have taken a course that makes you qualified for a job, that makes you able to do this job. So you have the qualification or you are qualified for the job. What about the word casualty department? What's casualty department? Casualty department means the emergency room. The emergency room, the emergency place which receive people who are wounded, people who are injured in accidents. So casualty, it can be the people who are victims of accidents. So it is the casualty department, means the department which receives those people. It's an emergency service room. What about the word professional? What does it mean when we say he is professional? Professional can be a noun and can be an adjective. It means a person engaged or qualified in a profession. So when someone does a profession, when someone does a job, he is a professional. He can do this job and he takes money for doing this job, so he is professional. When I say he is a professional footballer, it means that he plays football as a job and he takes money for playing it. So he is a professional person, and it means that he can do it well as well. So he is professional. What is the opposite? The opposite is an amateur, because he does this job as something which he enjoys. He does it for fun, for pleasure, and not for money. So the professional person does something for money as a job, and he is very perfect in doing this job. Now read the article and answer the questions. We're going to read about the job of someone who works in the casualty department and another one who is a scientist. Ali works in the casualty department at a busy hospital. He says that despite the long hours and hard work, his job is incredibly rewarding. Although his job is very hard, it's very difficult, it's rewarding. It makes him feel happy. Why did you choose to become a nurse? Well, I have always enjoyed caring for people, so it seemed a natural thing to do. I decided to apply to nursing college, did my training, and then get a job here. What skills do you need to be a successful nurse? The person who works as a nurse, what skills should he have? You need to be a good communicator. You can communicate with people well. A lot of nursing is about listening to people's worries and explaining what the doctors are going to do. So you have to be kind to the patients, you have to be patient and listen to their stories and tell them what the doctor is going to do. You need to have good medical knowledge. Of course, you need to have medical background, but understanding and kindness are really important. So if you wanted to work in a casualty department or to work as a nurse or as a doctor, you need to be patient, you need to be a good communicator, you need to listen to people a lot. What about Nadia? Nadia is a scientist and works in a laboratory as a chemist. She works as a chemist. Why did she choose to become a scientist? My best subject at school was chemistry. She likes chemistry when she was at school, so I decided to study it at university. That's why she studied it at university. After I graduated, I got a 2-year contract to work here. She signed a 2-year contract. And remember here, a 2-year contract. Contract means agreement to work in this place for 2 years. What do you like best about your job? I'm a very practical person, and a lot of my job is about trying to improve products and develop new ones. I enjoy the challenge and the variety of my work. Are there any challenges in your job? Of course, any job has its challenges. It can sometimes be difficult when you are working on several products and each one has a deadline to meet. What is the deadline? The deadline is the last time you have to hand in your task. This is the last time, the deadline. So what qualifications do you need to be a successful scientist? What are the qualifications needed for a scientist? Obviously, you need a degree in science. Of course, if you wanted to be a scientist, you need a degree in science. But also to be a good problem solver. In order to be a scientist, you have to solve problems, to think of creative solutions of the problems. It's important to be able to communicate your ideas. So again, you have to communicate your ideas to other people. So when we talk about the nurse, should be a good communicator. And again, a scientist should communicate his ideas. So to be a good communicator is a very important skill in every job. So you have to communicate your ideas to other people too, and that can be difficult sometimes if they aren't scientists. Okay, now read the article and answer questions. We read about Ali, who works in the casualty department, and we read about Nadia, who works as a scientist in a laboratory. She is a chemist in a laboratory. So what skills did Ali and Nadia think are very important for their jobs? Both Ali and Nadia talk about a skill which is very important for both of them. What is this skill? Communication skills. So communication skills are very important, not only for a scientist and not only for a nurse, but also for a teacher. A teacher should be a good communicator, should have good communication skills in order to communicate his ideas to the students. Again, a lawyer should be a good communicator in order to communicate his ideas to the judge, and so on. So most of the jobs need good communication. Find the antonym for the word relaxing. When I say this job is relaxing, what does it mean, relaxing? It means it's not stressful. So here we want the antonym for the word relaxing. The antonym means the opposite. So what is the opposite of relaxing? It means stressful. So when we said that exams are stressful, the opposite, that having a holiday on the beach is relaxing. When you have a holiday on the beach, you feel relaxed, and this is relaxing. But when you have exam, you feel stressed, and it is stressful. Find the synonym for the word diversity. What does it mean, diversity? Diversity means differences, a lot of different things. So in the passage, we have the word variety. What is the word variety? Variety means every day is different than the other day. So I can say I like my job because of the varieties, because every day is different. I have variety every day. So what's a variety or diversity? Means the differences, means the things which are not similar, which are not the same every day. So variety, this is a noun, various is the adjective, and the vary is the verb. We are going to discuss again these in detail. Now let's answer some questions about the vocab which appeared in this part of the unit. We have question number 1, I will apply in writing. I will apply in writing the job. Do you remember the word apply? Which preposition can be used with apply? Is it apply in, apply for, apply to, or apply of? We can say apply in writing, like here, apply in writing. But we can say apply for a job. So when we use a job, we say apply for a job. But we can say apply in writing, and we can say apply to the company, apply to the laboratory, apply to the college. Okay, so apply to a place, apply for a job, and apply in writing. Question number 2. Although teaching is a difficult profession, it is very. Although teaching is very hard, is very difficult profession, it is very hard again. يعني طبعا هنا احنا قلنا it's very difficult. مش معقولة هقول although it's very difficult, it's very hard. يبقى أنا هقول هنا although it's very difficult, it's rewarding. هنا في contradicting ideas. It's hard or it's difficult, but it is very rewarding. Rewarding means it makes me feel happy. Okay, so it's a rewarding job. Although it's difficult, it's rewarding. Question number 3, my CV includes my personal details and my. What do we write in the CV? The CV, in the CV, we write our qualifications, our qualities, our abilities, and so on, our experience. So in the CV, or the CV include the personal details and my qualification, disadvantages, requirements, refreshments. Of course, it's the qualifications, my degrees, my certificates, my abilities, my experiences, my experience. This is the what we can include in the CV. So the CV includes my qualifications, مؤهلات, qualifications. Question number 4, my ambition is to have A in the medicine, to have a respectable job. In order to have a respectable job, my ambition, طموحي, my ambition is to have a class, mark, reward, degree. Of course, the word degree means qualification. So my ambition is to get a degree from university, means to get qualification from university. Now we are going to discuss more about the vocab which appeared in this part of the unit, but we are going to do it in a different way on the light board. Let's go together. In this unit, we talked about what do you need in order to have a job. In order to have a job, you should have skills. These skills can be soft skills and can be hard skills. So what are the soft skills, for example? When I say you are well organized, you are well organized, this is a soft skill. When I say that you are punctual, you come in time, you are never late, you are punctual, you always come on time. So you are well organized, you are punctual, you are good looking. This is soft skills. You are sociable. You can talk to people. You are a good communicator. What about hard skills? Hard skills, things which you studied. You have computer skills. You have many languages. You can speak many languages. You are fluent in English. These are hard skills, skills which need courses, which need studying, which need qualification or a degree. We have studied this word, degree or qualification. So these are hard skills. So there are soft skills and hard skills. We have taken again the word apply, to apply for a job. To apply, and the preposition apply for a job. We can say apply in writing, apply to get a visa, apply to the college or to the company or to a place, but apply for a job. We use apply for a job. And what is the noun of apply? Application. What is application? Application is the form which you fill. So you can say, fill in this application, fill in this application. And the applicant is the person who applies for the job. Applicant. This is the person who applies for a job. Again, it's a noun. This is a noun and this is a noun. So we can say apply for a job. This is a verb. We can say application or applicant. This is the noun. Of course, we have taken in this lesson many ideas about getting a job. Of course, it's a very important subject which you should think about, how you can get a job, or what do you need in order to get a job? What are the skills which you need to improve in order to get a job? We said that there are soft skills and there are hard skills. There are some courses which you should take in order to get a good job. There are some qualities which you should improve. You should finish your study. You should have qualifications or a university degree and so on. So try to study the vocab of this unit and answer as many questions as you can, because as you know, practice makes perfect. Until we meet again, wish you best of luck. Goodbye.
أولى ثانوي فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد وهنعديها بالتأكيد أولى ثانوي